Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to episode number 19 of our Mortal Empire's Karl Franz campaign on Legendary difficulty. This is Ragnarok here.
Ready.
Right, so we'll pick up where we left off. Where were we? So I recorded these pretty late last night. Or, well, I recorded pretty late last night now. Got a little bit of time before I go to work. I just finished recording some videos for the tournament of YouTubers, which actually by the time this airs, I think it'll be almost over. Actually, should be airing on Friday. Anyway, yeah. The tournament's been a lot of fun. Disappointed with how I performed in the tournament, but I don't know. I mean, warfare, it all comes down to preparation, and yeah, I would have liked to had a little bit more time to prepare, but in any case, let's just continue going through the campaign. It's probably going to be half an hour episode, roughly, maybe a little bit longer. But I'm thinking for episode 20, we'll do an hour-long special, which I think will be appearing on Christmas Eve, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, so we are just moving towards taking out the orcs. We're gonna have a rebellion over here in Marienburg. We're sending Grunwald back. Would be nice to be able to keep these two armies together. I find the armies perform optimally two together in pairs, but for now we'll just try and get a little bit of experience here for Eric Grunwald. I'm gonna keep him in this province because he's providing a little bit of a bonus. The reason why we hired this general is because of his bonus. We're going to be using him in a sort of actually, I think I want to give that to one of the heroes. Yeah, we're going to be using him in a capacity for just garrison and protecting our settlements and stuff like that, whereas Dante will probably be used more liberally on the attack with Franz in combination with Franz. You know what? Franz doesn't have any armor, so let's switch that over to Franz. And what do we got here? Militiamen. Guess we could keep that. Outrider, that'll be good. That's good. Just wondering, let's actually give him Rampager Standard and also some additional movement. I think that'll be better with Franz. And then over here with you, sir, let's give you the public order bonuses. Oh, and this Toll Keeper will be very good for him as well. The weapons I'm gonna give to the heroes, just because we might be switching Grunwald in and out occasionally. Let's give you the Ogre Blade and Ragnar the Fearless. Let's give you the Sword of Might. Keeping an eye on all this stuff, making sure everybody's suited up properly and everything just require a little bit of attention. So we'll keep him here, and we're gonna get Franz on the move. We could pick up a third general to help support Franz, but what I'm thinking is more Franz to here. Oh, attrition, eh?
Is it time?
Franz is there for now. We'll just stay close to our allies here. In the rebellion, yeah, I know all about it. That's fine.
By the comet.
Okay, you can get to there as well. So let's.
I see no other option.
Put you into this territory. I'm gonna suffer attrition going through this.
Sigma compels us onward.
Area. Didn't lose anybody going through there.
By the comet.
Unfortunately, we can't see the settlement. What I was thinking is we give these guys a.
Who calls? By Sigma's will, come in peace.
War coordination target.
No,
Where goes?
no!
Right, offensive alliance, Nordland. Okay, what's our position with Nordland right now?
So, come then. Only Sigma's god Ulrich can. Not likely.
Alright. Okay, we'll leave that for now. So what I'm thinking is maybe we can give Weisenland a war coordination target to come and help us take on the orcs here. I mean, otherwise Franz is going to be doing it on his own. I'm just concerned that we might not have enough infantry to take on some orc armies. It's hard to say how this will all stack up. Things are good here. Is there anything we can build over here? Alright, I think it looks pretty good. I think we're safe to end the turn. Just double check if there's any diplomacy here for us to do. Doesn't look like it.
Orders? Speak briefly, then remove your vile taint. Ill-judged.
That's unfortunate. Actually, let's sort it by attitude.
Yes?
Alright, I guess that's fine. Alright, cool. I think we're going to end the turn. Read some more Sword of Justice. I'll just continue moving towards the orcs there. Alright, so where we left off, I think Commander Block was in a life or death struggle with some very nasty beastmen. So the bull bellowed, ignoring the wound. It ground onwards, churning the earth with its cloven hooves. Block was pushed back, his halberd still in his hands. It was wrenched free. He grasped for the sword at his belt. Too late. The hammer fist struck him on the shoulder. Block flew back, landing heavily a yard distant. His vision swam. He could feel hot blood trickle down his stomach. The earth under him swayed. The bull, now just a blurred mass, charged him again. He tried to rise to his feet, but his legs felt like congealed fat. The ground drummed, as if a whole herd of horses was thundering across it. His shaking fingers found the pommel of his sword, and he drew it from the scabbard. The bull came on. Block raised the blade, trying to clear his vision. He saw his own halberd protrude from the monster's flank like a mockery of his weakness. But there was no giving ground now, no escape. Feet apart, heart thudding, head low, he waited for the collision. Alright, there's a little break in the text there, so I'm going to stop for this end turn and just watch along with you guys what's going on here on the campaign map. We're in full view of Fedorf now? Fedorf? Feldorf? I don't know. Yeah, if we're lucky, maybe we can get our allies to move with us and we can maybe do a combined attack on the settlement. Alright, so we've got a rebellion. Nice bump to the income there. Don't know what happened. I guess this thing got finished built. So we'll continue building these provinces. Don't think we really need that. Don't think it's really worth it. I think it's probably a good idea to start building some of these up. So I think Elhart is probably the safest one. So let's start with that one first. The next turn, probably Helmgard is the least. Well, Helmgard and Grunberg could be a little bit.
Yes, my lord.
Alright, we're gonna do that fight. I think we're probably gonna manually resolve it because if we auto resolve it,
Summon the Elector Counts.
we're only going to
In the
get
name of
one
Magnus.
fight out of it.
On march.
What are we up against over here? Is that the war coordination target?
rather eat a squeak.
Savage Orc big guns, eh? These are actually not too bad. Melee attack 40. Bonus versus large. 14 up in there. I mean, take that on. Whatever. Son of a bitch. Look at this garrison. 17 units in the garrison there. These fuckers are recruiting as well. They're both mustering?
Stop pushing it.
At 2 units. 14. Ugh. I
I
don't
am
know.
Prince and
Don't wanna-
Emperor.
Can't reach it this turn. Could try and ambush them. Or we could just stay... How much movement do we have left? Just stay in camp. Let's just encamp here for now.
Yes, to unite the provinces.
We're within range to make the attack next turn. Let's see if our allies mobilize. They should be safe to do so. Let's see if they move towards them. If our allies move, then we can go in there. But I think that this is going to be too much for us to handle. That's 17 units, 18, 19, and 14. That's 33 units to our 20. And a lot of these are single entity, which means we're going to be heavily outnumbered in a fight there. If our allies don't move towards them, we're going to have to pick up a third general, I think, to get in there. Unless we can draw them out somehow. We can come over into this area and start raiding, and maybe they'll come at us. I'm not sure exactly how we're going to get in there. We'll figure it out. Let's get Grunwald some experience. Yeah, if we auto-resolve this... I mean, we could auto-resolve it, but... Yeah, like I said, it's just going to be one single battle, and we'll get more experience if we can do 2 battles. So, I think just take the time to manually resolve it. We'll auto-resolve the second, the follow-up battle. But just try and make sure a couple of them survive. And then that way, we'll get double the experience for Treasurer Eric Grunwald. It looks like he's fighting against his twin here, Wolfram Lore. There's a couple of spears and some pistoliers. Should be pretty easy. Yeah, it'd be really important to get some of these generals leveled up before Chaos shows up. We'll just take advantage of this hill here. You guys all on horse? No. Ragnar the Fearless is not. You just stand there.
Ready for war! We are Sigmar's heirs! As one, march!
They're coming at us? Yeah, it looks like they're gonna come at us.
Ready for war! What do you bid?
Guess we could move up. Relinquish our high ground. Let's see if we can get there before
Understood!
they do.
Take the ground! At speed! What? Fighting range, sir! Take the ground! Take position!
Love these guys. Sword spin. Good looking battle pajamas. Looking forward to getting some great swords as well. Start working towards that soon, I think. But I think we'll still probably, even once the great swords become available, we'll still probably use the swords quite a bit.
Swordsman!
Just because they're super cheap. They got those shields, definitely helps out.
Ready for war! Swordsman! By Galmaraz!
See if we can wrap around them here.
Formation, march! By Ulrich's wrath! For
you guys to deal with them.
Form a ring of steel! Swordsman! Sigmar calls! By Ulrich's wrath! What do you bid?
You guys may as well get into the fight here.
Formation! March!
Oh shit.
At speed! Moving! By Galmaraz! Yes, my lord! Sigmar! We are Sigmar's heirs! I command here!
We need the crossbows over here to deal with these pistoliers, causing us a little bit of a problem.
What do you bid?
Ragnar the Fearless taking on the spear unit by himself.
Swordsman! Understood!
Here.
Yes, General!
Guys in range of these pistoliers yet.
For
Alright, we've got them pretty much surrounded. Taking a lot more damage than the auto-resolve would, but we'll have time to heal after this. And like I said, we're gonna get a second fight, so that's what it's all about, the extra experience. Extra experience and just getting a little bit exercise for the troops.
Attack!
Fuck's sake, what are you guys
Now!
doing?
Take
Not the
position!
command I gave you.
No lingering!
Alright, the pistoliers are dealt with.
Loaded, sir! Take the
Nice.
ground!
Just get in behind
Formation,
and
march! Now!
By Sigmar, obey me!
let's
At
come
speed.
around and see if you can get into the fight with him.
No lingering!
Seems pretty occupied. It's just a matter of time before the break.
Yes, sir! For the Emperor! The Empire endures!
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Crossbows
out of here.
ready, General! Bring it
Losers.
down! Moving out!
Warrior Priest is taking some damage.
By Ulrich's wrath!
Guys,
Formation!
get in
March! Attack!
deal with him.
Ready! Sigma calls!
Alright, starting to break.
Soldiers of the Empire! Prepare for combat! Formation! March!
Just take another moment. There we go. Good, good, good. I think we'll end it right away. So that it'll allow some of them to get off the field, and then we'll just do the follow-up battle. Get a little extra experience. 273 losses. That's quite a bit, actually. But I mean, you can't underestimate the melee bonuses on legendary difficulty. Even these spears makes them very competitive with the swords. Not to mention, I was a little bit sluggish in my in the battle there, giving out my commands and whatnot. We should be able to get through one more end turn before the end of the episode, before we call it a day. Take the bump to the treasury.
We march! Praise Sigmar.
Oh, we've got a magic resistance. Who do we want to give that to, actually? Good question. Let's go. We got to start getting these honest steel and the pistol corps for these guys. We'll start with the honest steel. And just before we do this next fight,
I command here.
Odin and Snorri. Actually, I'm gonna switch over this Tormentor sword. It probably it's a bad idea for him to have it, so let's switch it over to Odin, and let's give Odin protection against or the magic resistance. It should help them out a little bit. Make them a little bit tougher. Ah, man. I don't like that the vampires are going to be getting stronger over there in Bretonnia, but hopefully the Bretonian factions will be able to keep them in check. I'll have to keep an eye, definitely have to keep a close eye on that. I've actually got the garrison help out here too. Alright. Go. Lost nothing. Treasury. Okay. A couple more turns before this revolts.
Who calls?
Got a couple more levels up. Just fucking fantastic. You know what? I'm thinking. I think we should do stimulate growth. Having these guys stimulate growth and replenish troops. I don't think any of the other stuff we'll end up using, but I think these two. I think we should sink points into these. This will actually help us get our provinces built up a little bit quicker. Yeah, so he got two level ups. 2 levels up out of those fights. Benny. Guess we didn't. And go on a steal again. I was wondering.
The Empire.
We get a little bit more income if we move him back to here. Whereas if we put him in Marienburg, we'll get a little bit more replenishment. And plus we'll get a little bonus to the public order. I guess we'll put him in Marienburg for now. Yeah, just get a little bit of a cushion for the public order here for the time being. Although, you know what?
I will marshal the men.
It's getting a lot more replenishment. You know what? Let's.
The strength of the Empire.
I'm actually gonna bring him back here. The point of leaving him behind here is to deal with the rebellions, to prompt rebellions. I don't think the treasury bumped up there. I don't know why there's always a delay. Because moving him back in this province gains us an additional 10% for Altdorf. Which is making, this province is making 4,500. So it should give us an additional 450 wealth. But for whatever reason it's not, hasn't kicked in there. Always seems like there's a little bit of a delay. Alright, so 4 more turns. This will revolt. How long till Dante is available again? Another noble guy. Well, who is this? Oh, okay. Why does he have a different symbol there? Oh, okay, that's because he's the Castilian engineer, right? 3 more turns. We can bring him back. I'm probably going to need more troops. It's just so crippling, though. The additional upkeep cost of picking up more troops.
The nation
I mean, just getting some more swords would be very, very helpful in this fight against the orcs.
No!
I think we'll give it one more turn and see if our allies mobilize. If our allies just stay put, then I think we've got no other choice but to raise a second army. Although, I mean, I say that we do have the option of bringing Grunwald back over this way. That is the other option. How long would it take him to get over here? Take a while.
Praise Sigmar.
And then the other option, actually, we could pick up another general and then transfer these troops over via the movement exploit just to get them over there more quickly. Getting stretched out pretty good here. I really want to consolidate this area in the north. Anyway, I think I'm going to end the turn. I'm just wondering if it's a mistake that we should have raised the general. Got a third one. Just so damn expensive. That additional 15% upkeep cost is just, oh man, just such a kick in the you know what. Anyway, let's read some more Sword of Justice. The afternoon was waxing, and the last of the meager light was fading. Heavier clouds rolled across the cauldron from the north. Verstholen stood with the company of knights at the very base of the bastion, where the rock surface gave way to the level surface of the cauldron. Out on the plain, he could see the hordes of beastmen charging from the tree cover. Closer to hand, he could also see the knot of fighting around the halberdiers. In moments, they would be overwhelmed. Time was running out to effect any kind of rescue. As the knights did around him, he mounted expertly. His steed, a chestnut rider's horse as opposed to the massive chargers of the knight's panther, was agitated. What is this, Nordland? This is Nordland, right? Yeah. Okay, I think I'm gonna do this because we've already got defensive alliance with them, and we might as well work towards, since we did that for the quest for the weapon, the Runefang, the Reichland Runefang. We might as well, since we're on good relations, we might as well work towards confederation with them. Just hopefully they don't pull us into any wars in the meantime. They always were when the beastmen were present. The steeds seemed to recognize the unholy spoor of the twisted creatures. His mount whinnied nervously, shaking the bridle. "Easy," whispered Verstholen, bringing the nervous creature under control quickly. It was important the knight saw he could be relied on to master his steed. Schwarzhelm knew his quality, but the others didn't. Anonymity had its price. The Emperor's champion said no more, snapped his visor shut, and kicked his horse into a trot. The knights fell in behind him, a glittering column of dark metal in the rain. Verstholen joined them at the rear, keeping one hand on the reins and one on his pistol. If he was lucky, he'd get 2 shots away before switching to a blade. What the fuck? Alright, someone explain to me how this fucking works. So this army had 14 units in it, so it recruited 6 units. And this army had 2 units in it, so they recorded 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 units. So 13 units. I mean, I guess they could have been using the global recruitment to do that, but it seems a little bit suspicious that they were able to recruit so many troops. I mean, we're in camp. We get leadership and melee bonus. I mean, this is what we wanted. We wanted them to separate from the settlement, but I don't know that this is a fight that we can win. There's just so many of them. Though if we can take him down. Alright, well let's... We always have the option to withdraw as well. So let's maybe engage with them and back off the field. Or even if we can, I mean, this guy's only level 2. If we can take him down, we might be able to break them. Reinforcements coming in from there. Alright. I think the most logical thing to do is set up in the corner here and just prepare a strategic sorry. Words are hard. Strategic retreat from the field. Alright. Let's group them together. Group Franz by himself.
For Heldenhammer!
Guys, hold up there. The cannons in behind. And just... Yeah, I think what I'm thinking is just we'll make a... Oh, we'll try and do as much damage to them as possible. And then make a strategic withdraw here. Withdraw. But if it looks like we might be able to break them, then we'll stay and fight, I think. Let's put you over there.
We're Sigmar's
You there.
heirs! By Galmaraz! By Ulrich's wrath! Sigmar calls! Crossbowmen! Ready to smite!
You guys just group 4 and
Great cannon!
this one 5 and this we can
Stay
group them
troops
as
ready!
well. Think I should keep you guys on this side. Just use the high ground here. And Franz, I think we're gonna try and hit their general. I actually want to move back a little bit further into the corner, so we're a little bit closer to make our withdraw. You guys
Go!
over here.
Yes, General! Quick march! Moving now!
Yeah, that is a lot of orcs over there. Yeah, kind of regret that we didn't recruit a second general. I wasn't expecting to see this size force though, to be perfectly honest.
Sigmar commands!
Stay
Moving
on
out,
this
sir!
little ridge here.
Heading out! Black powder blessed!
Let's actually stretch out a little bit more.
For the twin-tailed comet! No lingering! With haste!
Who's got the Tormentor sword now?
Charge the battle here!
These Empire captains?
For Heldenhammer! Ranks
Oh, I guess nobody has it yet. It has to be
Move off!
transferred. I guess it takes one turn to transfer over. Where is their general? Stuck in the thick of things. If we send Karl in there right now, it's gonna be bad.
I speak, you
Actually, I'm gonna send you guys over here to defend this flank. Because they can't flank us here. Bloody hell, there is a lot of them. There is a lot of orcs out there. And more ranged units than us too.
Great cannon! Let us go! No lingering!
The key is to taking these guys out, and then we might actually be able to break some of their units. Taking their sweet ass time getting over here though. How are we doing for time actually? We're over the 30-minute mark. I think probably we're probably gonna withdraw here.
We are Sigmar's heirs!
Just see if we can kill some of them and then get off the battlefield, or at least weaken their force.
For war! Captain of the Empire! Take position!
I think we've got a strong position here, but you guys shooting at the trolls? Beautiful.
Ulrich's wrath on them! Moving fast!
Just weaken them, withdraw, and then I wonder if Franz can actually...
Take the ground!
Man, I'm just worried that if
My
we
subjects call!
get him in here attacking these guys, they're too bunched in with the rest of these units that
To battle! Go!
we're gonna get Franz stuck over there.
Everyone, march! Take position! At speed! To battle! Roar!
Get a charge in on.
Moving faster! Quick march! Formation!
Probably keep
march!
Franz on the field
War!
the longest, because
Great cannon!
he's got that potion of toughness, so we should be able to shoot into that. We're gonna have a lot of kills there. See if we can do some damage to these arrows.
Listen up!
This unit's kind of a little bit isolated. Why don't we shoot at them so we can break them again? Yeah, if we can keep these arrows occupied over here, it's gonna be fucking bad. Shoot into there.
Warrior priest, ready!
Should have you guys on guard mode.
Finding range, sir. Curse the foe.
My goodness, this is gonna be
Sigma
nasty.
guides us. The Empire endures. Pick your target.
Alright, well, Franz has got them distracted.
Swordsmen, ready. For the Emperor. For the Emperor. Find your targets.
Oh boy.
Swordsman. Sigma! We are Sigma's heirs!
Get in there. That sword is breaking over there. We need to get the Mantis Riders into action here. Franz is distracting these guys pretty good. His flank is in big trouble though. Break some of these guys. Get in there, Franz. Good, good. Ah shit. Get over there. Slag out. Alright, Franz, we need to pull you back. Fucking hell. This flank is fucking killed here. Alright, I think it's time to go. Fuck
By
me.
Ulrich's wrath! Withdraw!
I think I'm gonna withdraw. There's just too many of them.
Yes!
Fucking hell. Wow, we're gonna take a beating here. Our swords are pretty much gonna get killed. Come on, do it.
Missiles at the ready!
Doing, you fucking idiots.
Withdraw! Yes, sir, quickly!
Everybody get off the field.
Stand idle. At speed!
Oh man. I feel like we probably took the worst out of this too.
No lingering! By Ulrich's wrath!
Get out of there. I don't know. There's too many of them and they're just fucking, they just cut through our troops too. They're just overwhelmed our side. We just don't have enough enough troops here. Hopefully we'll be safe near our allies. Come on, get off the field. What are you doing?
Take position!
Fucking
Yes,
just
sir,
get off the
quickly!
field.
Sigma calls!
Maybe we should have just withdrawn there. Fucking, oh my gosh, what are you guys doing? Get off the field. Holy shit.
To battle! Detachments, move! For Heldenhammer! Steady, men! Quickly!
Come on.
Ready for war!
Let's get this battle over with. I don't want to lose any of these heroes. Alright, that was not a very good strategic withdrawal. I feel like with the withdrawal there, we just took a fucking ton of damage unnecessarily, and we really let them. Definitely took the worst out of that. Fuck me. Ah, Dios mio. Well, none of the heroes were killed. The swords are replaceable. Crossbows, for the most part, are in good shape. But that was... ah, man. That was terrible. I thought our line would hold a little bit longer. That one side just really... they just overloaded the one side there and just broke through the line pretty quickly. Oh my. Well, we stepped into the hornet's nest by the looks of things. Yeah, we didn't lose anything that was irreplaceable. So just pull back. We should be getting the help of our allies if they follow up and attack us. It's gonna slow things down a little bit though. They're backing off. Fuck, they've got a third army there now. Damn, if we were in a little bit better shape, we might have been able to hit this army. We're gonna have to go backtrack to our own territory. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Sorry to let you down there. I thought we would be able to get off the field a little bit better.
Summon the Elector Counts.
In that situation, stole our standard there.
The Empire.
It's really unfortunate. So I think we'll come back to here and re-recruit. Anyway, next episode's going to be an hour long, and we'll see if we can get some better work done. I actually might
I command here.
could do this attack here.
You're not right in the head.
I mean, we might be. Oh man, there's just so many of them. The infantry, and we don't
I
have
am Prince and Emperor.
a lot of infantry.
Praise Sigma. I see no other option.
We don't have regiments of renown
In the
right
name
now.
of Magnus.
This army is isolated. Really like to take advantage of that.
Bring me to my men. By the comet.
Yeah, do you see this
The
shit?
Empire.
Like, give them a war coordination target, and they had 2 armies positioned here. They send one back this way. Like, how does that make any sense? They're not under threat by anyone else. If we moved together, we'd be able to take them on, but fucking AI. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. We might have to, maybe we'll bring Grunwald over here.
What does the Emperor
You know what? I might actually do that. Might bring Grunwald over. So we can cover quite a bit of distance here. Bring Grunwald over here. Recruit another general and just get some troops quickly to deal with the rebellion over here. I think that might be the better option. I mean, Franz is going to have to recruit some more troops. I might do the attack here. Might be able to do some damage to them because we've got more mobility on them. But anyway, I'll decide that next time. Probably going to record that episode later tonight after I finish work. Thank you very much for watching. Episode number 20 will be next. Have a great day, guys. I'll see you next time.